If you're the type of person to say that school's a waste of time, that grades don't matter, that learning overall is just useless, if you're the type of person to ever say those things, or you ever heard someone say those things, I want you to watch this video all the way through the end, and I want to give a little bit of a different viewpoint on that and some motivation along the way. So what I believe this stems from is that when people do badly or poorly in school, they more often than not, if they hate school, then that correlates to hating learning. But I see that as so destructive and something that should not be taken so lightly. Your education is literally the key to everything. All the knowledge, all the facts, all of the things that sit inside of your brain and that is just sitting there is valuable and priceless information. I'm not saying you have to be a know-it-all person, but in retrospect, whoever controls knowledge, in my opinion, controls everything. Because knowledge equates to a type of power in the sense. You have power to make the money that you want to make. You have the power to impact the people you want to impact. You have the knowledge to uplift people from terrible situations or anything. But let's revamp on that for a second. Why do you think you have a negative correlation to education or learning? Because we have grown up so far, and now that we're in high school, you've grown up to just hate learning, and that learning is just so miserable and like tiring, waking up at the early times and everything. And I want to say that, okay, I do the same thing too. I wake up early, I go to school. I have some days where I don't want to do work or I want to do anything, but that's where that motivation, not even motivation, but that discipline has to come in. You need to be disciplined in your education because that's what's really important here. The goal, the primary goal for you as a person is to learn. You need to learn, you need to educate yourself, because growing up in a world without proper education is like going out into the world without knowing how to like walk, or like never learning to use language and talk to people. You're going out into the world without a toolbox for you to use and for you to manage yourself, basically. But putting that now, you might say, okay, so how do I start to love learning and how do I become disciplined? And for me, I would say that it takes time, it takes effort, like having the discipline to go to the gym every day, having the discipline to write every day, having the motivation to just do the everyday things you need to do every single day. That took time to develop. You didn't start doing all that stuff in one day. You took it one step, one day, one thought, one motive at a time. And over time, you were able to become disciplined in that area of your life. And you know, growing up all the way to this age now, I feel like it's really terrible that people don't want to learn, or people don't want to like learn anything. And I feel like that's so destructive because we need knowledge and we need to learn. If you've been watching any of my past YouTube videos, you know that I've been reading books, 1984, The Will to Change, like a few books so far. And I want to say those books taught me so much knowledge that I'm able to now integrate into my life, and that now I'm able to look through life with a different types of lenses that now affect how I view everyday life. And again, I said this in one of my previous videos. When learning is really basically just for you to develop. School is just a place for you to develop. You don't have to follow the normal school script. Go on your own path. Do what you want to do. It's your education. It's your learning. It's your... Everything is in your power and is in hold of you. You're all the way in the control of what you want to learn, what you don't want to learn. It's all up to you. And that comes up to another thing that I was thinking about today is a personal curriculum. And if you don't like the stuff that you're learning in school, just create your own curriculum. Yes, you're still going to have to follow the school curriculum, but now you'll be able to follow your own curriculum and pick what you want to learn. Like right now, my personal curriculum in this sense is reading more classical literature or books, learning all of Algebra 1, and just and also communication, writing, like all these things I'm able to have in my own personal curriculum because I'm picking what I want to learn, and I'm not waiting for a class or like a next year of high school to just go by where they're setting the things that I want to learn. They're still going to set things that I need to learn, but I'm also picking what I want to learn too, so it's kind of an equal balance in that sense, if that makes sense. But in the ending, I want to say that please just make school as fun and enjoyable as you can, because high school goes through fast in a moment, elementary, middle school, everything. So please have fun, learn something, and improve yourself and enjoy yourself. Also, at the end of this video, I want to say thank you to my 31 subscribers so far on YouTube. Again, we've been growing a lot over the past couple of days, and I'm really excited to see where this journey leads me and where it leads us all together as community members and just this community. So thank you. Shout out to you guys. I appreciate you, and goodbye. Thank you.